Welcome friends to the video lecture on pathology of blood. It is a part 3 and depends on WBC. Unlike red blood cells, leukocytes or white blood cells have a nucleus and do not contain hemoglobin. They are larger than the RBC. The total normal count is ranges from 5000 to 10,000 per cubic mm. There are two major groups of WBC, that are granular leukocytes and agranular leukocytes. Granular leukocytes have a conspicuous granules in the cytoplasm that can be seen under a light microscope. The three types of granular leukocytes are eosinophil, basophils and neutrophils. Each class of cells displays a distinctive coloration under a light microscope after staining. Whereas agranular leukocytes do not have cytoplasmic granules that can be seen under a light microscope. Owing to their small size and poor staining qualities, the two kinds of granular leukocytes are lymphocytes and monocytes. The main function of leukocytes is to protect the host body from infection. WBC quiesces from the blood vessel wall and enter in the tissue space which is get infected. Let's see it one by one. WBC leave the bloodstream by a process termed as immigration. Neutrophils are phagocytes. They are derived from monocytes that can ingest bacteria and dead matters. Toxin released by microbes and substances called kinins that are released by inflamed tissue attracts phagocytes, a process called chemotaxis. Among the WBC, neutrophils respond very quickly to the destruction of tissues by bacteria. After engulfing a pathogen during phagocytosis, a neutrophil releases several destructive chemicals held within its granules. These include the enzyme lysozyme, which destroys certain bacteria and strong oxidants. Neutrophils also contains defensins, protein that exhibit a broad range of antibiotic activity against bacteria, fungi and viruses. Defenses form a peptide spheres that poke holes in a microbial membrane. The result in leakiness of the invader cells and kills the bacteria, fungi and viruses. Eosinophils leave the capillaries and enter tissue fluid. They are believed to relieve enzymes such as histaminase that combat the effects of histamine and other mediators of inflammation in allergic reaction. Eosinophils also phagocytize antigen antibody complexes and are effective against certain parasitic worms. Consequently, a high concentration of eosinophil indicate an allergic condition or a parasitic infection. Basophils are involved in inflammatory and allergic reactions. They leave capillaries, enter tissues and liberate heparin, histamine and serotonin. These substances intensify the inflammatory reaction and are involved in allergic reactions too. Monocytes take a longer time to reach at the site of infection than that of the neutrophils, but as they arrive in a larger numbers and destroy more number of the microbes. Upon arrival, they enlarge and differentiate into macrophages, which clean up cellular debris and microbes following an infection. There are two major types of lymphocytes, B cells and T cells. B cells develop into plasma cells that produce antibodies, whereas Antigens also stimulate a variety of T cells to take a part in immune response. One group of T cells, the cytotoxic or the killer cells, react by destroying foreign invaders directly. Another group called helper T cells assist both B cells and cytotoxic T cells. Let's have a look on pathology of leukocytes. These are leukocytosis, leukopenia, leukemia, eosinophilia. Let's discuss leukocytosis. The increase in the total number of WBC count, it is called as leukocytosis, as it is not alarm for any type of the diseases, but actually it indicates you are suffered with the certain types of the infection. The increase in the total number of the WBC may be because of the pyogenic infection, myeloid leukemia, myocardial infarction, acute hemorrhage, or malignancy of liver or intestine that could lead into increase in the WBC counts. It is actually an indication to whether you are suffered with the infections or not. In contrast to leukocytosis, leukopenia is a decrease in a total WBC count. This happens because of the infection, aplastic anemia, malignant lymphoma, multiple myeloma, or person having the sensitivity toward the sulfa drugs. This indicates that there is a decrease in the defensive system of the host. Leukemia is a malignant disorder where abnormal increase in the production of WBC takes place. The leukemia may happen because of radiation, exposure to chemicals like benzene, use of certain anti-cancer drugs, treatment of retroviruses, or genetic disorders that results into leukemia. A high level of disease-fighting white blood cells known as eosinophils in the blood is known as eosinophilia. The causes are allergic asthma, skin diseases, drug allergy, or parasitic infections. When there is increase in the lymphocyte count, it is termed as a lymphocytosis. The increase in the lymphocytes is associated with pertussis, lymphatic leukemia, chronic infection, measles, mumps, rubella, and chickenpox. When the absolute count of lymphocytes is decreased, then it is termed as lymphocytopenia. It is associated with therapy of the adrenocorticotropic hormone, patients of Hodgkin's diseases, and when the patient is exposed to the more radiation. The next part is on platelets. If you enjoy the video, please like it and do not forget to subscribe the channel. Till then, happy learning.